I gave it the better. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. See what I mean? It just looks like a beautiful, beautiful still picture. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like I said, if you've always wanted to own fine art, you've always wanted to own limited edition, you know, it's fine going to the likes of your IKEAs and your Wilkinsons and wherever else and buying, you know, mass-produced pieces. I've got a couple of mass-produced pieces myself. I've got the very, very, very common IKEA piece, you know, with the 4 pebbles. I've got that twice. Sorry, apparently my mic keeps rubbing against the scarf. Tough. Don't you touch me. Look at that. But just owning something that is as limited as 300 worlds. I think about all the people in the world, and only 300 are owning your painting. Pretty spectacular. £204. That, it usually goes for double figures. It usually goes for double figures, so get in nice and early. It's a price free fall. A price free fall. If you're new to this channel, it's just going to keep on dropping. And you will always pay the lowest price. 0904 251 3210. I mean, what would you say would be something crazy, the percentage of the world? 300. It would be like 0.0000 something, wouldn't it? It'd be like ridiculous. Yeah, you've probably got. Would you say that? You'd have more chance of winning the lottery. As in, figure. Oh, I knew that would make Jenny's ears prick. I'm saying, like, the percentage of 300 out of worldwide, right? It must be like something crazy, like 0.00000. Same percentage-wise, you're probably bigger to win the lottery. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? I know what I'm saying. In my pink and fluffy head, I know what I'm trying to say. Well, you knew what I was trying to say, yeah. Maybe it's your land's pink and fluffy as well. James in Southampton, well done to you, honey. You are now one of those very, very selected few who are going to be owning a Stephen Gayford piece. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds good. £82 and pennies. I did promise you double figures, and there they are. £78 now. £75 now. £73 now. 71. Jenny's being pretty finger happy. We need to, you know how Mo's got the Mobot. Do the Mobot. We need to make a name up for Jenny doing the finger. We need to think of something like that for Jenny doing the, taking the price and that. Are you pointing out my shoes to Don by any chance? Good. The fact that the owner of the company witnessed him doing it, that was the best thing. 44. Yep, Dom's gone. 43, yeah. Got a good right, son. 42. 41 pounds. We are in very, very serious territory now. It really is think about buying time. I'm at £37 for a piece that only 300 of you in the world are going to have the privilege of hanging. If you love your wildlife, if you love your wildlife art, then you will love this. That's John in Blackburn. £27 chances now. Fast approaching £30. See, I'm so used to seeing them kind of figures with Stephen Gayford. Another new buy. Now, new buy, if you are aware how this works, that price is continuing to go down. Doesn't mean because you came in at a higher price does not mean that you are going to pay any more than anybody else. You will pay what that price ends up at. You have now just secured your place of purchase. You're going to pay no more than £28 and pennies. You're going to pay no more than £27 and pennies. In fact, I think it's safe to say you probably aren't going to pay more than £25. That is absolutely brilliant for a limited edition of only 300. I mean, things like, you know, even if it was a limited edition of 3,000, it would still be pretty special. But the fact that it is a limited edition of 300 is incredible. You can be owning fine collectible art. And look at that. If you know somebody who loves wildlife, they will adore this. Every time you look at it, you see something different. You see, you know, you kind of see different colours that he uses on his palettes. The way he captures the fur, the realness of the fur. And I'm under £25. We got there. Who was that? Doreen. Brilliant. 2 people on the phone lines. Andrea and Gould, well done. It is going to go into 24. I think it's safe to say it's going to go into 23. But I do have 3 on the phone lines. This is where the quantity tends to speed up. Philip and Barnsley, well done. And it's a pretty good size. And another new buyer. Jean and Wick. Now, is my prediction right? Are we going to get under £23? Now, that was Kathleen. Well done, Kathleen. I predicted it would go under 23. I'm not far off either way. Still room for you to be one of those 300. And Barbara and Thatcham, you are one of them, honey. '19's gone to 18. And Pauline in Tunbridge, well done. I predicted under 23. And my prediction is coming right. Might, my friends, even get under 22. Who's that buyer? Yvonne in Liverpool, well done. Greta in Nottingham. Only 1 on the phone lines, and they have just confirmed. Hewitt in Burton-on-Trent. My prediction is right. I said it might even get under 22. Room for 14. Room for 13. Mark in Southport. Remember, this is framed, mounted, and limited edition, one of only 300 worldwide. About to go under £22. There you go, 21.99, 0904 251 3210. Unbelievable. But tonight, nothing surprises me. Start that clock, please. I have room for just 12. Room for 12 of you. This Sweet Dreams limited edition, only 300, mounted, framed. The piece just so lovely. 2 on the phone line, still room for those 11. Wouldn't these be lovely if you've got a couple of alcoves and you had one in each alcove? That would be nice. 4 people on the phone lines. Room for 8. Room for 8 of you. From one big name to another, we will be moving on to the Thomas Earnshaw next. And I've got room for 6. Bridget and new buyer have also joined us. Greta, lovely name. Stuart. Space for 6 still. Still space for the last 6 at £21.99. Started off with 29. 22 people are now in a very elite club. 23 people now. And the last buy was Nanette in Newport. But I could have bought them from Newport, haven't I? Patricia and Norma, well done. Dial now, you will still get this. You will still get. $16, $15, $14, $13. That's comical, that. Absolutely comical. 2, 1, done. Right, coming up for you next, I have got another big name in the form of Thomas Earnshaw. Something very special for all you watch collectors right now. When we've got our big name watchers such as Thomas Earnshaw, we do tend to get round about 80% of men buying this. Why? Because watches and men are like women in shoes. We don't try and understand it, we just know. And this is an absolute corker. Now Thomas Earnshaw, very famous. Why? Because Thomas Earnshaw was the man who invented the tick. Now if you're thinking, what? The time of the tick-tock, you know the beat, tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. He was the gentleman that invented that. I mean, if you go to any watchmaker and you literally mention Thomas Earnshaw to anybody who is in the watchmaking industry, they will know immediately. I mean, let's face it, his tick-tock is used on most, the beat is used most on most watches all over the world.